Now, the next subject I want to discuss is something called matching and mirroring. Okay, let me explain to you exactly what matching and mirroring is. It's a way of you getting into really unconscious rapport with another person by matching their physiology and matching their tonality. So watch. You're sitting here talking right now and your legs are crossed like this, your head's like this. So if I want to get in, so I cross my legs and I have a book and I start to get and adopt your physiology. And believe it or not, it's actually powerful when we adopt the same physiology. If I see you blinking at a certain rate, I'll blink at a certain rate. And by doing that, I can actually get into rapport with you at a very deep level. Matching means that I'll basically watch what you do and I'll slowly, now watch, now go back to where you are. Okay, watch. So you're here, and after a few seconds, I ended up in the same spot. So now move to another spot. So you do that, right? And we start talking. And I say, anyway, so typically what happens is over time, as we start to talk more, I'll eventually start to match your, and now you see, I'll wait a while, and then I'll adopt your physiology again. And before I know it, I'm back in the same physiology. Now go back again, okay? Now watch, that's matching. Now let's watch mirroring, which is really obnoxious. Here's mirroring. Go move your body.
That's really confronting.
Yeah. Listen, I've had someone try, now people like, so, they teach mirroring. I'm like, I don't agree with it. I think it's really rude, okay? But, there's some people that think that by mirroring you can get into really tight, they scratch your face, you just almost, you let this smile. It's funny, right? But that's what it really is. So I'm a believer in matching. I'm not a big believer in mirroring, okay? And if you do get caught mirroring, you're just like such a fool. Now, let me explain the precise difference between matching and mirroring. Now, once you enter a prospect's world where they are, you'll notice that they actually change physiologies, they change their body language, they might speed up their voice a bit, they might lean in one direction, maybe they'll fold their arms, they'll unfold their arms, they'll cross their legs, right? So now when you're matching somebody, what it means is you look at them and you wait for them to change, and you take a pause, and then you match them. So let's say I'm talking to someone face to face. And then all of a sudden they go, So I would wait for a couple of seconds, and then slowly I would put my hand on my own chin, and I've now matched their physiology. If you're actually engaged in mirroring somebody, you try to time it so when they're moving their hand, you start moving your own hand to almost mirror their activity. Now, I will tell you this, mirroring is a very, very dicey subject. I don't believe that much in mirroring. If you get caught mirroring somebody, they will think you're the biggest moron in the world. So you're going to be very, very elegant if you're going to engage in any mirroring. So to me, the more elegant form of this is matching. And that means to wait a little bit, give it a couple of seconds, and then you slowly adopt the person's physiology. Let me give you an example. Just tonight, or whenever you go to a bar the next time, to a restaurant, just notice that if you see any two people sitting there at a bar, and they're in rapport, they'll adopt the same physiology. They'll both be leaning on their hands, they'll both have their arms locked, they'll both be breathing at the same rate. You'll notice that people that are in rapport will start to match each other. So how do we use this now in the business world? Well, let's just say you walk into a room and the person essentially is not in rapport with you, right? What you do is you start to match their physiology, you match their breathing, you match their speed of speech, their tone of voice. And what happens slowly, just unconsciously, that connection begins to develop. Okay? So again, it's about getting into a prospect's life where they are, and then kind of waiting for them to make a change, and then matching them. So again, mirroring, matching, they're both out there, but the more elegant, the more effective way to go about getting into unconscious rapport is through the art of matching.